Go blend you. You know, at least like the world is getting smarter and more informed. A lot of the shit that I say, like young people understand, and it's the millennials, Gen X, and boomers that are like, whoa. Like, I rarely see a Gen Xer, a Gen Z, somebody in their 20s, everybody in their 20s, Gen Z. I'll rarely see somebody when Gen Z see me with a selfie stick and a camera and like give it second notice. Like, oh, like that's boomers, millennials, Gen X. Huh? What? And sometimes they'll even say something. What are you doing? But Gen Z would never say something. They're aware. There's a lot of problems with Gen Z, but give them credit there. And a few other areas. They're more aware of a lot of like shit. Like this isn't a tobacco product. There's no tobacco in here. I quit using tobacco.
It's a tobacco product because I'm a boomer. Or I'm Gen X, and tobacco, you know, is the thing that you put in your mouth, and now that everybody was all popular and addicting, so there's tobacco.
No, there's no tobacco in there.
Oh, nicotine, same thing.
Stupid. So I can chew nicotine gum on TikTok, right? But you can't vape. Idiots. Dale Gribble. People used to say I was Boomhauer. Sour. What, Boomhauser has turned into Dale Gribble? Dale Gribble's a small, scrawny man. I'm 6'3", 200 pounds with a deep voice. What the hell would anything have to do with Dale Gribble? You're just saying a name. I'm banning you. That's something that they would say 5 years ago. I'll put you in timeout. 5 years ago, they would say something like that. Lame as fuck. Shining Friday. I tried to give you a response, little man. And how do I know you're a man? How do I know you're a little man? Shining Friday wouldn't tell me, but your comments do. I gave you a chance to respond. What on earth would remind you of the exterminator guy? He's small, skinny. I'm tall. You know, got a little muscle. I'm I'm not passive aggressive. I'm very to the point. Dale Gribble, passive aggressive. I guess you're just not smart enough to even. You just think it's an insult. It's like calling somebody dumb or something. Weird. You're the only person that will ever compare me to Dale Gribble, bitch. Because this Boomhauer motherfucker would take any woman that you could ever want in a day, in a second, no matter how much money I got in the bank. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Dumbass losers. Fucking high school nerds that are like in their 30s now. Trying to talk to the hot chick that they knew from chemistry class. Weird. It is weird. Think about it. Grown adults seeking out somebody they don't like on the internet. It's like 5 years later. That's so odd. It shows very little character or anything going for you. Come on, say something. You guys want to talk shit? 8 people watching. None of you liked the stream. So 8 haters? Weird. You guys are like formed in a laboratory and you never amount to anything out of your grandma's basement. None of you even have names. You have the names given to you by your... Like, God, it's not going to age well for you guys. Every day that goes by, your live streamers look more ridiculous. It does not age well. Dumb. I'm sorry. I tried to not say anything stupid.
Yeah.
No, dude. There's no X's. Everybody live streams. Everybody. It's not a thing for like just your little community. And I'm not part of that community. I have nothing to do with it. Never have. Maybe briefly for a week 5 years ago. That's it. Oh my God. I'm gonna time you out, dude. Bitch, Russ. I've made over 10,000 videos in the last 3 years. 10,000. I'm making content again? Bro, you're at least timed out, dude. Ridiculous. I've made 10,000 videos. You look, I gotta time you out to teach you something. That comment makes you look fucking not good. That you're saying like the only media you consume is with that strange fucking community. Like, yo, TikTok is like up here. YouTube's down there. Boomer. Like, that's where content creators go. They go to TikTok and make their videos and then take their TikToks and put them elsewhere. It's how it usually goes. I've made 10,000 videos in the last few years. I didn't just start doing content again. You might want to choose your words more carefully. Yes, I'm live on YouTube, like millions, maybe even close to 1 billion other people. It's not a little genre. It's not. It's not. I'm back. Oh my goodness, huh? What, I'm back on a website telling lies about me? Oh, yeah, great. Keep it to yourself. I try to teach you guys, you'll learn eventually. Sometimes people learn shit the hard way. But there is no professional live streamers. It's common throughout the board of humans and countries around Earth. You guys act like it's some little club that you guys have been in for years. And like you're unaware of like everything else outside of it. Oh, Mr. G's back. No, I made 10,000 videos the last 3 years. On half of them I've uploaded on YouTube. Yes, content creators, they make videos on TikTok, then they re-upload those onto YouTube and Instagram or wherever. Gotta make sure to watch my back in fields like this. Yeah, we seem safe. Yeah, well, I'm done talking. I'm not even gonna read the chat anymore, so might as well, I'm just doing this for exercise, holding up the selfie stick. Thank you, Spartan Spear. Did I get my 1 like from you? I guess a lot of people just come and dislike it. A lot of small men. There's never been anybody cool that has not liked me, you know? Like, you know, give you an example. Nah, I think it is. Hey, Mrs. J, how's Arizona? I just fed 100 starving cats on TikTok. There's only like 4 or 5 people watching. Weird. I'm gonna start just producing my content through a multimedia company and let them post it on their accounts, because the hate is so strong, and I guess they do have some power, those downvoters and those false reporters. And so I signed I don't even tell you, fuck you. Sorry, I'm not talking to anyone in particular. So that's confirmation right there. Oh, the mega company with millions of followers are like, hey, you make really good videos. For some reason, TikTok's not planning for people. You want to work with us? yeah. And what reason would TikTok not be playing it? Is feeding homeless cats a controversial topic? No. I think it has something to do with the fuckers from 5 years ago. The fuckers that supposedly got 10 million followers but still sending me DMs, want me to go on their podcast. What? Like, bro, I don't know you, and 5 years ago I didn't like you. You got me fired. Like, what the fuck would I go on your podcast? Why are you DMing me? Can't you see you're blocked on social media? It says a lot about a person, where their priorities are. And 9 million followers apparently ain't shit. If that dude's fucking asking me to be on his podcast and I'm blocking him, like, hey, leave me the fuck alone, creep guy. You know? I shouldn't say podcast, it was Discord interview. Like, what the fuck? Like, go fuck you. Fafa Fui, my neighbor in Hawaii. Hopefully it's a nice guy, young guy, Mark, and not the creepy fucker. I won't even say that guy's name, but Mark is okay. I think that's his name. I've known him since he was 14 or 13. He's probably like 21 or 22 now. Hey, you need something? Yeah, I'm not taking shit. Hey, how's it going? You know, I'm always on edge because people give me a hard time with my job and everything, but sometimes people are cool, so. With my job, yeah, my job. I feed 200 cats every day. See who to block now. No. Blackbird also feeds cats. Hundreds of people feed cats. And I don't know why you would assume I know who this Blackbird is. I'm not involved in any of that IRL community. I've never watched an IRL stream. Maybe once 5 years ago, after I had stupidly invited those guys to Hawaii. I read an article in the New Yorker. I don't watch live streams. I don't have nothing to do with any of them. Fafa Fui, I know you're one of my neighbors. I could tell by things that only they would know that you have said in the chat. It's a wet day in Hawaii. What's the weather like where you're at? I can't complain. The mainland's probably very cold, I'm assuming. So it might be a little rainy, but it's still about 70 degrees. Of course, none of you can answer the weather because you're all like secret. Like, I can't say where I'm at. On TikTok, it's a normal question. But on YouTube, you guys are like, oh, I don't know who I am. You know what I eat for breakfast? Oh, I'm lagging. Well, maybe it's the rain. I'll call Ryan Reynolds and tell him. What's up? Why are you staring at me? How do you feel about the government aiding Ukraine with billions? I don't like it. Maui is spelled M-A-U-I. I don't like it. I found out I'm part Ukrainian Jew from 23andMe. So I'm fucking Ukrainian and I still don't want to send so much money there. And the fact is, the money, though, there's no accountability where it's going, and it's going for military use, which I'm against, and it's going to kill other people. It's the same thing with Gaza and Israel. They're sending aid to the Palestinians in Gaza and sending weapons to the military in Israel. It's a cycle, a disturbing... I use nefarious too much. It's a malevolent cycle. It's evil. The current administration is the most corrupt administration in U.S. history. It's a Kabbalah. I never believed in conspiracies or anything until seeing a decrepit, senile Joe Biden become president. And I realized the whole thing is rigged. You know, you can't tell me the election wasn't rigged, or I won't believe it, because I saw with my own eyes videos of Trump rallies in huge stadiums with thousands and thousands of people. And then the Biden, he couldn't fill up a gymnasium with fucking 50 people. And as far as the Democratic primary 4 years ago, there's no reason that he should have had such a great Super Tuesday because of the endorsement of one particular South Carolina senator that nobody really even knows about, I guess, you know. The corruption goes all the way back to the primary. And I supported Bernie Sanders exactly 4 years ago. Could you believe that? I went from slightly left to, can't even say. The important issues to me are freedom of speech, because I'm a writer, and freedom of the press, and freedom for individuals to run for political office. His inaugural address disturbed me when I heard what he said was the greatest threat to America. And I won't say it here, but you guys remember? And even that, during the debates, he said we should all listen to our record players. And I thought, oh, no way he's going to be president. He just said we should all listen to our record players. There's no way he could be president. He thinks people still listen to record players. Then he was on Anderson Cooper. He just puts his arms in the air. Like he's driving a car or something. It's the most ridiculous shit show I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck? I pray Donald Trump does not... I hope he makes it 9 months. Hope he has the best security. Wasn't always a Trump fan either. Yeah, and it became evident. And a lot of these politicians on the left, the crimes have become public knowledge. You know, Epstein Island and Bill Clinton. You know, he's the most guilty of any big name. And you still see his wife, Hillary, giving her opinions every night and having a huge platform. Yo, like a dozen women like accused Bill Clinton of rape. Like a dozen different ones, and they didn't even know each other. A lot of the shit's totally confirmed. He went on spoke to the American people live and looked us in the eye and said, "I did not have sexual relationships with that woman." Yeah, you did. You fucking straight liar. She gave you a blowjob and you ejaculated on her dress. At least, and then you know. You had fun with a cigar. Howdy, y'all. People don't say that around here. We're not in Texas anymore. Thank God. I'm proud to be from Texas, but I'm glad I've been in Hawaii for a very long time, despite the rain, despite the dislikes from others, the racism here. So, I hope you enjoyed oh, I don't care. You guys weren't even watching. I was live on TikTok. So yeah, I fed 100 starving kitties live on TikTok. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. Thank you. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow, so go ahead and check me out live on TikTok. I'll probably switch over to YouTube again for the walk back, or maybe I'll do YouTube with the actual cats tomorrow. So yeah. Aloha. Just trying to save some cats.